You know, man, it's always a tale of two liquids when we get to this map. Which one will we have in this server? Let's find out. Inferno about to begin, and it's Team Liquid with a T-side start.
It's not Liquid's T-side I'm worried about either. That's what we saw as well. Bad News Bears, same thing on Vertigo. I feel like they're been pretty good except for yesterday on Nuke, I believe it was. Or actually today, only 3 rounds. But it's their CT sides I'm a little bit worried about. We talked about on Vertigo as well. Not really getting into the gist of things there. And they are pretty similar when it comes to the economy. We tend to see a little bit more saves on Inferno. But yeah, they only got 3 CT rounds versus Bad News Bears. It was a fantastic comeback for the BNB squad. Look at the amount of nades here as well from Liquid. So full-blown B execute. Let's burn the bomb site. Let's smoke everything we need to. Have some spares on Nap as well. He's gonna throw his smoke in spawn and last flashbang out.
Yeah, this cooldown mid is at least something for Extra Salt. A fast flank back into B, but already Stewie's poised and ready for it. On top of the sandbags with Nafly to bait as well. Flash doesn't go far enough. Stewie's not blind. Naf is, but he re-peeks in with a kill. And it's getting a little bit dicey here for Extra Salt on the retake. Fang finding one. He's just trying to stay alive at this point. And Naf's not giving him the kill. That will be all we see in that round. Liquid running away with it. Fast B take, retake setup denied. And man, Inferno, all about those retakes, all about those saves and divvying up which is which. That's going to be Extra Salt's job here in this first half as Liquid take the lead.
Was it Extra Salt we saw do the same pistol round on their CT side a few days ago? Was it someone else?
Oh, yeah,
right.
I'm not sure. There's been so many, so many walk down mids.
But yeah, it didn't work out this time around. It's a buy though, at least. Scout on OC doesn't tag the leash. Taking some early map control there. Two max 10 though. Naf taking over apartments. And it's not really, yeah, we do have a buy here from Extra Salt. I talk about it a lot as well. It's basically a default, right? 3-2 setup. Not that much of a gamble. We do have 5 smokes, so do expect potentially Extra Salt to be rotating back to B, placing another smoke, swapping out players if it does go into later stages of the round. Looks like Liquid wants none of that though. Taking over mid, Nap up and Apps as well. Barely misses Marquee.
Yeah, but another molly after the fact, going back in. Marky's got to move, and the flashes are in. Deagle spam, not doing anyone favors. Marky's somehow still here. Well, not for long. 3 on 5, done deal here. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Save for Extra Salt, and Liquid take a 2-0 start. Flawless as well. I mean, it's worth hunting, definitely. You can send those Mac 10s out on a bit of a extravaganza. Try and get these guns out of Extra Salt's hands. But really, keeping 5 alive is also nice. You have another round coming up with more pistols, so getting to shred them with the Mac 10s and also build your economy is going to be the plan for Liquid.
Yeah. It's definitely next round as well. You're going to be seeing more of a chase. Sounds tasty for this round, especially now when we know they don't have head armor. By giving away a Mac 10 as well, heading into next round, that's something you don't want to do, right? Giving some more money to potentially CTs if they get kills with it. Here we go, ask for it. Set play here for Extra Salt. 5-man stack on A. With an apps push included.
Leech, got to be careful. Many players hold this jump up. He's going to get in. Ollie is the perfect remedy, and yeah, the tag is hurt. He knows what to expect. Got to be very careful in those halls. And he pushed in mid. Leech deals with it well. Dinked and trying to get out of there alive. Sonic doing everything in his power to deny that. Oh, catching a Leech, but not getting the kill. And somehow escaping himself. Liquid already had B, by the way. They've just walked right in. There's no one here to stop them. And so they'll be grabbing the bomb and trying to cross past the scout. Dangerous for Fallen, but he makes it there alive. And even though they're a man down, they've got the B site. You'd like to think that nothing could go wrong. But that's how they always start.
Surely nothing can go wrong here. Surely it's all just fine, and everything's fine, and everyone's still mates.
I think had they had a flash or maybe at least a kit, sure, I think there would be a discussion. But with this smoke being placed here, they have to wait for it. One nade comes in, which is the smoke. I think this is just for kills at this point. Giving Fallen some more cash though. He'll say yes to that. He didn't want to save that Mac 10 to begin with. Here we go. First weapon round. OC with the AWP. See if we see any set plays or potentially just defaults here from Liquid. Three members from Extra Salt here though, starting at the B bomb side. I would say it is a bit of a set play from Liquid. It's a fast abs take. Almost catches Fang off guard.
Yeah, those early B rotates coming in.
Look how much utility is being spent here though. Fang is essentially dry now because of that. And with so much time left, we're going to be seeing a hit right off the bat. I think they have plenty of time here to just take over some map control. And as for Extra Salt, I like to see this, right? 4-man stack over the A bomb side. You have to be active here. You can't just hope and pray that you just end up going A. You gotta fish back for information. And with OC being aggressive here, it allows JT to fall back to Banana.
Oh, the molly makes a noise. Marky goes aggressive and he gets killed by Nav. Now back to B. They're running around. 40 seconds. One man here to stop them. All Sonic calling for help. There's no smoke down yet. They're just going to have to fight it. And they turn to face Spawn. Sonic gets a freebie. JT helps out with some damage. And the AWP is already here. This is all a bit of a ruse. Nav is far away. But with the bomb lost.
What can he even do?
Yeah.
20 seconds. He can get the kills.
Yeah.
He can get the kills, and no one's reacted yet, but the turn is in for Fang.
Phew.
Oh,
imagine if he doesn't shoot him right off the bat
scary.
there. He plays a little bit more patiently,
if he played the trigger discipline, right, of like trying to...
Could have got both.
I guess it's just scary, right? You've got like, what, 12 seconds? You're just hoping and praying that it goes your way. Little did he know that right around that corner, he was eyeing up a double.
But yeah, I love that from Extra Salt. Staying active. OC gets one, sees the second one, so short, rotate, it's kind of like up in the air, but Sonic getting the one he needs on the bomb site. Timeout called. No lights on for anyone at Liquid. Sun's going down in Southern California for Stewie as well. It's going to be pitch black there in a second.
Yeah, man, and these Liquid boys, they are kind of like vampires. You know, they do perform better in the dark. I don't think that's specifically what vampires are all about, but...
well, they certainly don't perform in the light, Harry.
Yeah, so you know, I guess it comes with the territory. By now.
Oh, Oh, I like this. Bit of aggro. And no one's in mid to stop this as well. They're coming up from under. But, the flash down banana.
Yes.
Bang with a freebie. Hello, Fallen. He's got the bomb. He doesn't want to lose it. His team aren't with him. He, in fact, gets molly. He doesn't get to choose. But double trades back from Allegiance Stewie. Keep this round interesting. Sonic's taken B. The Orb's backed out after 1. And Fallen's just lucky he's still got his head here down in the tunnel. Re-smoked a banana as well, kind of forces Liquid into the 2-man hold on A, unless they want to be patient. And that they are.
Sonic having to be, he's actually just sticking around. I like this. He has an SMG, no nades left. Wouldn't be doing much on the bomb site. Hoping to at least get the 1 kill here, or at least a lot of information. Stewie clears him out though, gets him. But with the molly there, they don't want to go right away, so JT has time to at least fall back here.
Oh, are you going to try and spam it? Goes in a little late. It might just have to be a save, but look at this wrap. Naf at it again. Oh, Nafly drops the orb now for JT. He knows he's stuck between enemy lines. And so he's caught trying to save. This is a nice start here for Team Liquid. 4-1. Breaking apart that full buy like it was casual. And with it, throwing Extra Salt's money into disarray.
Yeah, but at least it's just 1 eco, 3.4k, so sure it would be 5 rounds for Liquid, but potentially we would be seeing a double up setup here from Extra Salt next round if they want one. Good start here though from Liquid. B stack. Liquid's playing it safe though, not taking any extra chances. Plenty of nades to work with as well, so when they do decide to hit the bomb site, expect full-blown execute.
Ab's cleared out, and if you're in the pit right now, JT's got to be getting pretty worried hearing footsteps. There is that B stack, luckily, so Liquid looking like they're going to walk into it. Where does this leave Liquid?
It would be an interesting one.
Not that much for Extra Salt.
You know, I mean...
Numbers are everything,
Numbers
Harry.
are everything, Hugo, and it's undeniable that there's a lot of numbers over here towards B.
Yes.
OC now, numbers man, drops down from the boost. Now the penny's starting to drop. They realize maybe this isn't where they want to find themselves. They're braving the fights, but bang, running through. Only good for 1. It's a lot of damage done. Painting up the majority of these Liquid guys, all with the exception of Fallen. Well, unfortunately, looks to be the man JT is destined to come into contact with here. And so the round is secured. It's actually a Liege to snipe it all the way at the very, very end. Regardless of who gets them there, it's still a Liquid round.
Yeah, as I mentioned there, smart enough to use all their nades here, Liquid, for a full-blown execute. It seems chaotic, but they get away with that with 3 alive. Imagine a scenario where we just throw a smoke in spawn and 1 flashbang and we wide swing on that instead. Maybe that round would have looked a little bit different. Quick tech pause.
I hope it's a quick tech pause. They've been pretty fast today. We've been pretty lucky. Oh, we already have the wiping shot back in the game. Oh, I'm so relieved. I thought we were going to have the momentum sucked out of this series, right? It's been a great series of CS. Really, some highs and lows for both teams, man. Extra Salt, I think the big glaring problem back on Vertigo was they just didn't leave themselves with enough time nor room to get back into that game. They don't want to have the same kind of start here on Inferno. 5-1 right now. They've got another buy round back in. It's their time to shine, or else they're destined to have history repeat itself. Out through middle, Liquid charging down this A bomb site. They're already up in it, and Fang dead through the long smoke. His teammate burned out in the pit. This is a round destined to go on the board for Liquid.
Wow.
Love that change of pace as well. It's a really quick A take. Go short also. And Extra Salt's just not ready for it. And this is when you tend to see they start off to 3 guys banana. Sure, you want to save at this point, right? But 6-1, Liquid's already on the hunt.
Yeah, don't want to throw too many bodies away for some guns. Leech having some fun with it, but spirits are high for Liquid. Can't blame them at this scoreline. 6-1, triple save. Always sucks when you're in for that triple B and you just get avoided immediately and don't even get to play the round out. No defensive kills. And Liquid starting strong, as they often do though, guys. We've been here before. This isn't new, unfound territory. It's more about how they close, but it's, yeah, not worried yet at least. Not thinking about that right now. Nor should they be. Another gun round here. Extra Salt able to buy off of the save. And still back to the triple B. Despite that triple B, they're just using it for a smoke from Fang, nothing else. A couple of grenades in, but they're holding on to the bulk of their util for this late B take.
Yeah, I can see Fang not sticking around there. A little bit nervous probably for another A hit. I was just gonna say it's a pretty free banana take here for Liquid, but Sonic's there to say no to that. Takes Stewie down. It's a good start here at least for Extra Salt. 5 versus 4. See if it's the start of stringing some rounds together.
Still looking like they want to commit to a B play, right? And that has definitely enticed them now. Pressure is all on the shoulders of JT. Come on, JT. Let's see what he's got in him. Oh, he's dropped the bomb with the first, but traded. Nice pistol work there from Fallen. Gets up in the face of JT. The two IGLs clash, and Fallen lives to tell the tale and get that bomb planted. This was a man advantage for Extra Salt. Now it's left in a 3v3 retake of this B bomb site. OC, stubborn as a mule, is insistent that there is a man behind Nubox. The molly forces him out, but he disappears off the angle. It's actually Marky stealing the show away, falling onto the shoulders of just one man, and Fallen is lighting up the board. Back behind the pillar, tucked in, might get finished off by OC. I don't think there's time.
Oh, he's got a kit. He just grabbed it.
Oh, with the kit, it might be good. I think they're in with a second.
Oh, he didn't need to peek. That's so sad for Fallen. A couple of seconds would have made all the difference. And of course, the kit's down at backside as well. Couldn't have been better placed for OC there. Look at it on the pillar. Ah, poor Fallen. Nice shots anyway. What? He was on for the ace, man, but just going to be forgotten instead. Sad state of affairs. But Extra Salt on for a round. Their second found and finally a retake one as well. Far better than just having to sit back and save. OC now feeling it. Going to go for a fight down mid, but flashed out, of course, as is often the case. Only 2 at B this time around. Liquid taking banana. Stewie always there, but JT with a flash peeks him and finds that early frag. Backing up into what you'd hope to be a safer B play, but Sonic has swapped sides with him for another flashbang from JT. Gives it a go, but ultimately gets out. Oh, I was going to say unharmed. And then the smoke spam. Oh, yeah. Grim was about to throw a nade. He chooses against it. He's going to lob it and spawn instead, maybe. That's where Sonic is on the boost. The wraparound for JT, calling for an AWP as well. Liquid might be about to go.
Not the result they were hoping for on that first peek into the site. The second has got to go better. Grim, the man to try and open it up. Hasn't been spotted by JT. They don't know that Grim is this deep on the angle. JT's now dead. No one's checked the boost yet, so Sonic going unpunished is good for the double. That's a little bit ugly that no one considers the boost. Leaves it all on Nafly. Trying to peek, trying to fight. He's getting wrapped from ruins while all this is happening. And now out of there with the AK, with the bomb on his back, he's running to the A-bomb site. Extra Salt are also running to the A-bomb site. They figured it out. That's because they have a man deep inside of B holding on. Naf, this isn't as free as you were hoping for. They're already here. But be given a bomb plant. There's the kill onto the first player. OC dead. He doesn't know about Marquis, who's now wrapping close and is there to seal the deal. Saves the day for Extra Salt. 3 on the board now. Starting to stumble back to their feet. And good stuff from Marquis just to recognize in that situation there, you know, Naf doesn't have the information, doesn't know about you. So you can just run him down. They're even letting Fang pick up everything he can in the B bomb site. Scavenger hunt.
Yeah. Easter eggs, anyone? All right, couple of rounds here. That's going to keep the money in good order. And more so do the opposite of that to Liquid. They've still got another buy in their pocket, though.
Yeah, no AWP on Fallen. Plenty of nades though. Extra Salt continuing what they've been doing this whole half, starting 3 at B, but it's mostly just for the smoke. Liquid though wanted to take this a bit faster than usual. But they basically get it for free, fall back. And this is where we should be seeing either Extra Salt falling back with a member or, you know, doing flash information play. We do see the molly coming in. They want to retake Banana again. Did you do just that, allowing OC to fall back to A?
Getting ready to explode, but as they do, Extra Salt start to drag 4 players over. And as I say that, Liquid are retaking Banana. Grim going to flash Chewy up top side. Make sure there's no one with info here, allowing for exactly what's going on. A solo B setup, and even that flash and spray is such a panic caused by Extra Salt moving 2 more CTs over. This is exactly what Liquid wanted. They're about to explode into the A bomb site. There's only Marquis and Fang here. They need to get committed in the site. Marquis moving out of the pit. Molly down. Fang falling off of long. Liquid are wrapping this bomb site right now, and there's nothing OC can do. He's smoked off. Fallen's lining up using for the back of the site. That will cancel out Fang. Marquis gets cleaned up. Fang's burning. What a great execute from Fallen. And now Liquid just force Extra Salt out of the round. Nothing they can do. That little flash from Grim up B sent them flying out of the A site. And then one molly to the back of A. They must have heard Fang reposition there. That was too good to be true from Fallen.
I mean, great call. In general, I think Extra Salt maybe just expecting Liquid to be executing Banana there. Maybe not because they didn't spot anyone, but solely because Liquid did a good job there and retaking Banana back from Extra Salt. Shooting a few bullets. But with that, with the rotate coming in, it allowed Liquid to come up archway, have a lot of time there as well. 17 seconds on these smokes to kind of set up for this Molotov play. And back up bomb site, sure. I mean, we're spotting back a pit and we don't see anyone. Why not waste the molly back a site? It's a very hard angle to clear. Fantastic call.
Yeah, luckily a lot of saves right now for Extra Salt on that B bomb site, so they are constantly getting rebuys. We're not having to see them on forces. But when you're saving, it means you're losing, and so they could have kept that up. OC going for a bit of a play in the apartment. He's late to this. He's walking it, waiting for a flash perhaps. Ollie misses, And OC does as well, so no one comes out better there. Oh, Marky very close. Well-timed aid as well, and Elige decks him. Trade time for OC. They might have heard that scope as well. He's just trying to stay mobile. Peeking here, peeking there, peeking everywhere. And wrapping back to the long side to make sure they don't get wrapped. Right now, Extra Salt deep in B, finally giving it up as the smoke fades. And Grim looks to retake that position. Liquid, a lot of pressure on top mid round right now. They could explode at a moment's notice. OC needs something here. Oh, into this shot. Disaster. And he's got one. Somehow alive. Fang helps out. He's going to have to back out, though. They're coming from Abs. He stops the flash play from Naf. And, well, Banana is still controlled here by JT. He's jumping, he's spotting, and he's retreating, calling for Sonic to help as Grim is spotted, running up Banana. Fallen is super low, and he's super late. So Grim is not going to rush this one.
Yeah, this is just giving time for these two players to get set up. JT and Sonic here. Ooh. And actually, Sonic's dead right away. JT now needs to stay alive. And he's on the number there, man. He's on the money. 4 on the board for Extra Salt. Good stuff. JT with the jump peak gets that information nice and early. Means him and Sonic are in the right place at the perfect time. Also, Fangs kills in mid, man, to help out OC, to keep him alive, and then to turn around and deal with the Apps player was just incredible. Fang is still very much living up to the hype.
Few more nades thrown here at Banana for Extra Salt, but still kind of the same. They don't hear anyone or spot anyone. JT falls back, but still Liquid Banana take. Well, we've seen this again and again. So the double fake that we kind of saw coming in a few rounds ago. Extra Salt really wants to retake control of Banana just for some information play, but while this is happening, it's a very fast fallback to Liquid up in mid. And Extra Salt playing this very timidly, I'd say. Both of these two sides right now, very defensive positioning.
Waiting for these flash plays. Oh, Fallen, yeah, in the smoke, bit of a gap, and Marky walks into him. Fang has a lot of responsibility in this round. He's got short, he's got abs, and he's the only man inside of A. JT's coming out to help after getting one on long. Fang falls into the pit, and he's pivoting with JT right now. Double peek, nice space. OC drops the lead, and JT cleans house. It's a 5th round for Extra Salt. When they actually have 3 players on the right bomb site, they can be very good in these defensive rounds. Keeping this game going, keeping it competitive, at least. Liquid
Big
still holding on to the T-side win.
Yeah, we see him here. Fang spots the first one. Obviously, JT comes in here then after, helps him out. But yeah, we didn't see any extra, you know, I like that defensive setup from Extra Salt, especially when you don't over-rotate, right? Let's make sure, to your point here, Hugo, of like, I'm sure that you trust your teammates in holding the bomb sites and ensuring that if we do get it right, we'll do a good job with it.
I mean, man, there's still a world where, you know, Extra Salt win this half out. Like, that would be
crazy, yeah.
That would be wild when you think about how good this was looking for Liquid early, how, like, the B plays were seemingly just an answer that Extra Salt couldn't solve. Now, having broken the money, eyeing up as 6th, that leaves you just one rifle head-to-head away from, not, like, guaranteeing the 8-7, but a very, very good chance at it. Elige up here.
Bye.
Whoa! What? Well, that's a mow down. That's a cleanup.
That's amore.
That's amore.
When Fang hits your eye like a soft bit of pie. I don't know the lyrics. Well, Trey sung them enough in Germany to me. I should probably have them in the back of my mind somewhere. 6-7, and yeah, like you said, I've never really sat here thinking, yeah, Extra Salt are going to win the half, but we're in a quite a predicament now for Liquid. If they lose this round, they're broke for the last. This is their best bet to win the half here. Orponosi is keeping up. Fang still performing when they come his way. We've not seen some B plays in a few rounds. Maybe Liquid will go back to ending in the B site. Stewie's trying to work it right now. Stepping in a molly. Seen him die in these banana mollies before. Not a fan. Boost up. Gonna get hurt. Stewie definitely will be watching out for that one. And still ECT sit here. 3 of them. Finally JT leaving. The smoke comes down on the molly and they're gonna have to retreat. OC hanging on the edge of the smoke. Looking for one bullet. And then his escape. But Flash will keep him honest. Liquid own banana. It's quite a fight to get this position. A lot of util used. We still have loads for Extra Salt. Smokes on 3 players. One going down in middle. And even shuffling a third rotate to B as well. Things are very quiet.
It's exactly what Liquid wants here. It's a really good round by him. Especially with the timing that they've had. Fang here to kind of say no to that though. Gets the 2. But JT was super nervous. Yeah, you see the rotate coming in, but it's quiet on the map. But because of that exchange early on in Banana, you're nervous, and you do see Liquid falling back to there now. Naf actually wastes all of his nades at A as the fake. I wish he would have kept that instead.
It drew 3 players over. They were like hanging around in CT. At least the smoke flash put everyone in the bomb site. That leaves OC alone. He's making the smart play though. He's given up B and he's looking to retake with his team instead of going down and offering Liquid not only the AWP in the post plant, but an even odd scenario. Naf in the smoke trying to make a hero play. He might have found a timing here. No one's looking at him. It's faded. The backstab denied by Marky, cleaning him out from CT. What a save. So important. And it might be leading Extra Salt to win the half after all. 7-7, they find that retake. OC need do nothing as he gives up B.
I'm wondering where extra hole came from.
No, because I was saying half, and so I went extra, and then, yeah, I realized, you know, words are hard, man. A little sleepy today, maybe.
Now, the last map has been a struggle. We'll say that much, but...
yeah, for everyone involved.
For everybody, yeah. It comes down to as well, we talked about it with Liquid, good early start here on the last map, but then adapting into the later stages. Extra Salt has been all over this. 7-7. We'll see if Liquid figures it out for the last round to close off at least with a lead.
Ooh, Betty Util going up into top mid. Fang dropping that nade, gonna find very good damage. Bringing down one of these players who's promptly put in the dirt by OC. Now, while all this has happened, they're wrapping through CT spawn.
Massive.
Sonic wisens up to this, and JT aggroes through Banana. Now the hope of Liquid are both up the creek without a paddle, man. They're trapped over in CT. They have started to carve a path into this B bomb site. JT is now calling for his teammates to rotate in. Having a molly Banana to stop this peak, but it will let the bomb plant come through. So a 2-on-4 for Grim and Naf. Grim has given us some phenomenal clutches today. Naf is like always good in moments like this as well.
Extra Salt's T right now, looking to hit Liquid on the CT side. We have Grim and Naf holding the bomb side here. It's an execute though, essentially.
Time's taken away. Yeah, they're fully executed into the B bomb site. CT smoke, coffin smoke, molly for Nubox. They just played a T side round early, and they take it 8-7, winning out this first half of play. Now embarking on their T side for real after having a practice in it in round 15. We'll be back with the final half of Extra Salt versus Liquid after this break, so don't you go anywhere.
Well, it was Dante's Inferno. That was a vivid description of the geography of hell. We're about to find out if this map is going to be hell for Team Liquid.
Starting strong. Yeah. Feels all too inevitable, right?
Fang is the devil himself, man. He really is. Such a sick storyline with this guy. Also, by the way, he does stream. I will say that about him. So be sure to check out Fang's stream if you want to watch more of this. He gets up to the same kind of. He gets up to the same kind of, big frags, no respect gameplay over there at whatever his Twitch is. So be sure to check that out. Now, a little execute into the A-bomb site, but with 4 here for Liquid. Now 3 here for Liquid. And now 2 here for Liquid. The numbers, you'll note, have been ticking down, and that's not by design, as now it's just Stewie and Naf. They're getting wrapped onto, they're getting... They've been wrapped, and there it is. Wow, what a round, ladies and gentlemen. 9-7 for Extra Salt. And you gotta like what you've just seen.
Are you okay, Harry? Yeah,
we're hitting that wall. It's gone past 4:20 in the morning, and everyone's just melted.
As of 2 minutes ago, I'm having a wild time. Now let's take a little look at this next round. It's a force buy from Team Liquid. We've seen them win these, right? Of course we have. How could you even forget? Do you remember Nuke? It was hours ago now. They won Glock rounds, not even force buys like this. Let's see if that can repeat itself here. A pretty critical juncture in the game.
Not started strong. Triple B with a scout. Fang hanging about. He's got some nades. Extra Salt could just explode A right now. Liquid are really hoping, praying that they make the mistake of going back into this B bomb site. They've been given all this banana control for free. Fallen, obliterated by Fang. That's a Fang peak if I've ever seen one before. And now Liquid don't believe it. They move players over, rightly so. Bombs grouping in mid. Grim's in the pit. Oh, crazy molly.
Used to know her as well, Hugo. Used to buy her a cup of coffee outside the train station, you know. How you doing today? Oh, Team Liquid are good on Inferno. She'd say to me, I go, bloody hell.
Absolute mad.
You crazy Molly.
She had the last laugh.
Why?
In the asylum.
Yeah, not in this series, of course.
No.
Yeah, they say she just she broke after MLG Columbus and just snapped and never came back. Sad story.
Did she catch Boston at least? You know, could have got
that only compounded it. She hated Cloud9.
Yeah, no.
Hated Cloud9. Yeah, I mean, you know, she was tying down a part-time job at least up until Boston. You know, hygiene problems and sent home a few times, but she was making it work. And then
what was she doing, Richard?
Barista, she was.
Well, you don't want hygiene problems as a barista.
No.
Grubby fingers in my coffee, no thank you.
No, the problem as well, obviously, you know, people would be like, oh, what's she drawing in the foam? Team Liquid logos every time, of course.
With her bare hands.
Yeah, it would just set her off, it would. Poor crazy Molly.
Forever in our thoughts.
Oh, she's not dead, Hugo.
No,
that would be too kind. No, she remains a Team Liquid fan to this day.
Well, you can't win them all.
What is this, man? I never even know, man. I'm convinced Richard shows up with like fully, you know, drawn out like plans to. All these fictional characters sound so real. It's world building with Richard Lewis.
I mean, that's on you if you think they're fictional, Harry, I think, at this point.
That was my mother. No, I'm just kidding. Mum.
Grim's dead, and with it, any hope of winning the round or so, you might think. But then Elise and Naf, the two that could.
But will they?
But will they? That is the question, the $1 million question, perhaps. OC up in the sight, dead to the scout. They know that Sonic is in the pit, and he can't hold the line. Unwinnable, they said. Unsinkable, they said. And yet here it is. Liquid triumphs once more.
Oof.
Yeah, very much so. Seemed like a good crossfire setup Extra Salt had there. Leash, very quick on pulling that trigger with the scout. Gives the extra movement speed in the strafes. Around that Extra Salt was not looking to lose. And we'll see, we're worried about, or I'm worried at least, Liquid CT side.
Yeah,
Saw it versus Bad News Bears, 3 rounds and a little bit rusty. 5 weeks off of official games. Hoping to have a bit of a better performance here today. It's a fast apps play here from Extra Salt as well.
Oh, good dodge. Grim looks away, but he still can't duck from the bullets. They come curving around the corner. Fallen with an AWP shot. Elige doesn't live long in Grave, and now the AWP is out of the round. Extra Salt explode into A. And they remind you just what you're messing with. 11-8, and Inferno goes on. Another save added to the tally.
Really quick round there by Extra Salt, and lands the headshots as well. Not much Grim can be doing there, and as soon as he goes down, you lose Pit, putting Elige in a really tough spot. And yeah, they win it back. Stu and Naf going to at least be successful in saving these 2 weapons. We didn't really see Fallen buying that AWP on that T side. We talk about it a lot. It's one of the harder sides to have an AWP on. Sonic picks it up for OC. Vibet odds on the screen there. Extra Salts. Favorites to close this one off. Liquid, they buy on this. Not the worst buy you can see. 2 FAMASes, watch your utility, AWP on Fallen. Same kind of start as we saw Extra Salt with. 3 towards B, throw some nades, fall back. Try and keep as much utility as these B side players as possible. For as long as possible.
Oh, it was a new lineup, but it didn't quite work out for Naf. Molly just explodes midair. Still not deterred. Extra Salt. There's only 3 here. They can't really commit just yet. They need to wait for these banana players to come back. That re-smoke is also a problem. And so there's more time for JT to work middle while they are cut out of that B bomb site. Naf and Stewie, a Molotov and a flash between them at B. Boosting up. Ooh.
Yeah, it's very dry here now on nades for Extra Salt. 2 smokes, that's kind of forced to go back to A rather than B. Gonna be wrapping Arch. Here's Fallen though. Sees the bomb.
Still getting flashed out, still standing. Oh, with Fallen looking the wrong way. It's going to be Elige falling. Fallen with another, and he's eventually overwhelmed. Still keeping Grim alive in the back of the pit. Fang trying to hunt him down. OC going back over the top. Can't see him. Grim given a temporary bit of life in the pit, and his presence here is so annoying to Extrasol. They have nowhere to move. They're just locked in and waiting for the retake. Stewie makes it happen. OC now on the short side, wrapped around, and the bomb's not for him. They can just get on the defuse. It's a one round by Liquid. OC can't get there in time. He might even lose this orb. Oh, nice shot. But Naf trades and yoinks that right back. It's going to be 9 for Liquid.
Yeah,
Very
not enough
important
nades here for extra salt. Had banana control, but forced to kind of fall back. It's very difficult to be taking that, especially when you haven't had any success in getting the entry. Fallen does a really good job there as well. Spots the bomb, falls back. With the bomb plant though, means that extra salt wants to buy again. Mac 10 on Fang. Gets naded down to 50. Oh dear. Maybe this round, instead of the take over banana and fall back, we might just be seeing extra salt hitting the B bomb side. And Liquid has kind of read this really well. Fallen rotates back here. Naf in an aggressive spot. Most likely the idea here is to flash someone out for information, so depending on timing, see who it favors.
Oh, they're all throwing utility as they run round. Naf, the easiest 3K he's ever had. That's beautiful out of Naf. That might have just put 10 on the board for Liquid, and suddenly they're right back into this game. Oh, through the smoke. You don't want to mess with Stewie. So that leaves Marky all alone. 45 seconds. Man's just saving here, isn't he? Not really going to be able to get much done. I love that triple setup at B. Naf peeking ahead. You're right. You know, they're expecting if anyone's coming out around that corner, it's going to be with utility. It's going to be with flashes. Maybe it's just one guy taking a peek first, trying to bait a shot out from our AWP in CT. And yeah, Fallen misses, but none of that matters. The next two guys that run around that corner both have utility in hands. And Sanaf just keeps holding mouse one, and the kills are coming to him.
Yeah, good hold. 4 alive as well. And we were talking about it. Liquid forcing back with 2 pharmacists. Saved weapon on Marky here, but they might be buying on this half buy as well for extra salt. Again, yeah, you see here, missed shot from Fallen, a bit of a bait to Harry's point. Extra Salt thinks it's completely safe, and Naf is ready there, waiting to pounce.
Yeah, a bit of a broken buy now around that save, so pistols, armor. We got some nades, where are they going? Maybe for the halls, but not throwing fast.
Could be for down in pit as well, rather than Molotoving it. You double nade it, try and kill the guy for an apps push play.
Well, let's see if they can get through the apps first. We've still got Grim Balk side, Elige in the pit, and 4 players on A for Liquid. Naf has all of banana with more util available. But no one's showing anything there. He's just going to smoke it off. That only convinces Liquid to stay strong on this setup. Stewie spamming or getting ready to do so, doesn't need to. Elige gets a double with the Molotov. Grim falls off the balcony. Elige provides cover, leaving OC alone. It's a slaughter here for Liquid. There's one of those nades going out, but it all feels too little and too late. 11 for Liquid. It's them recovering this time around, right? Remember, 5 rounds in a row at the end of the first half. Extra Salt win a pistol. They convert 1 of the ecos, or the anti-ecos, and now Liquid have come alive ever since. So, equaled up. And Liquid with a bounce back in map 3.
You know, we thought it was going to be tightly contested. Yeah. I think that's a sentiment shared regardless of which side you found yourself on, right? Are you a Liquid fanboy like Hugo and Robin?
Am I?
Or are you more of a, you know, kind of worldly gentleman?
extra
me and
salt
Richard
fan,
in the
like
extra
Trout
salt
King over
camp.
there.
Yeah, Trout King. And if you want it to be a little salty right now, you can get salty because Elijah's opened up and he's found Marky in the process. Man advantage taken for the Liquid boys.
And the double app setup as well with Grim and Fallen. I always love when a good plan comes together. Fallen faking the molly behind Grim, very smart. Grim's going to walk out. If there were anyone apps, they wouldn't have known that he's here. And now they definitely don't. There's no one even in the apartment. Grim's going to have to peek middle to get value. But at this point, JT's crept up long on a good timing. Elijah's there to deal with it. He's not letting this wrap come in. It's a mid to B. Oh boy, very weird. And Grim might be running on the flank. Oh, he's walking back to back with JT, who gets a freebie. That makes Liquid question it. Elijah, who was B, has to rotate to stop him. And while he does, it now leaves 2 members in B to deal with this push.
Oh yeah, Fang leading the charge, but he's the first man to fall in amidst this crossfire. Stewie dinked on the repeat. Naf continues to hold it strong. Liquid find themselves in the lead. The B-bomb site cannot get broken into. And so it's back to the drawing board for Extra Salt, as now it's them having a play catch-up, calling in attack pause, figuring out exactly what's going wrong. But can you put a stop to the flow of this torrent of liquid on the other side? It's gonna have to be a damn big try.
Nice.
Jiminy Christmas.
What are the creatures that build dams?
Beavers,
Beavers.
Do they have a plan? Like, what are they trying to do?
Never mind.
What do you mean?
That was going somewhere completely different. Good job, Hugo. Very good
Yeah, I
job.
can imagine where you're going with that, Richard. But it's an honest question. Do they just see water and they go?
Have you ever
"Man,
seen a beaver in real life?
I'd love to block that stream." What are they doing? Don't know.
They're building their home, man.
Yeah, they live in them.
Yeah, we should just build them homes, and then our water won't stop flowing.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a problem.
Yeah, but they
I
like
think
to
if people
swim.
are out here going, well, fucking hell, the beavers have done it again, haven't they? They've ruined us. It's a dry old harvest this year. The beavers, they've done it again. I don't think that's a
Sure,
common
people
problem.
from Liverpool would find grounds to moan about the Beavers. It was all going all right, and then
The more accents, the better.
that's just deployed all the Beavers like.
It's a damn shame.
Oh,
dear.
Oh, no! Oh, Beaver and Butthead out through the apartments. Nafly trying to trade kills back, but the bomb is down. Stewie having to rotate in from the bottom of mid. Have they done it? Have they done it? Have they found a round with the pistols? Naf waiting for a chance. Ooh. Not getting given anything yet. Stewie gonna have to be this first point of contact. A man in the site that he knows nothing about. Now making noise, swinging onto Naf, but Stewie's in with a kill. Naf's very, very low, and there surely just isn't enough time for him. Fang's gonna swing out at the end. Extra Salt tie us up at 12-12.
And he got the AWP. Yeah, look at Fang feeling it, and here it comes. This dam tumbling down right now. And Extra Salt win a round they really had no business winning. 3 entries into the A site. Fair enough, Naf and Stewie make it as close as they do, but close doesn't cut it on Inferno. Rounds are everything, and I mean, I'm glad we're getting a game as close as this, right? It really does do this series justice. We had no idea where this was going on Inferno.
Yeah, it's what we love for our third map as well. Always close series on Inferno, tends to be. But a round like that, at least for Liquid, a lot of money to work with here, but explosive apps push here from Extra Salt. Waterfall out. And that's the second time they've actually ran that play, and it's 2 times the success as well here. Back at it, some early damage being done. For both Fang and OC now they're in headshot range. These M4s. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter when you're getting walled. Oh my god, Fallen gets walled as well. Down to 33.
Wallen. Taste your own medicine, perhaps. Are they still going to pop? They are not waiting around, are they? Walking into the smoke in the apartment, Sonic. Looking for anything. JT's lining up those nades in mid. Flash goes out. Fallen doesn't know how close they really are. Oh, the flick almost connects. He drops the nade. The molly pushes out a lead. Meanwhile, Nafly's been smoke spammed. They're waiting for JT to wrap in on long right now. Fang getting another entry, and everyone's dead in an instant. Not just the pistols. They're not a one-trick pony. They can do it with guns too. Into the quad stack and out of it without a single casualty.
Oh man, and even Liquid tried to read that play as well, right? Putting people in aggressive apps. Next round then for extra salt, they wall that spot, gets a wall bang, and also puts Fallen down an extremely low HP. Some next level plays coming in. Maybe expecting a bit of a change from Liquid. But yeah, that's worst case as well. Really look at Liquid's money here. It's not great. We talk about the time as well, right, with the money. Yeah, they have a save now, puts extra salt at 14, but then you have a strong buy from Liquid. So you've timed it rather than going for that overtime play. You're essentially still with the buy, playing for the win.
Oh, that's nice out of the Deagle, right? Like, you know, that was the only thing you had in the round, and now it's gone. That part sucks. But hey, he got that one kill, so maybe, I don't know, I kind of thought there was a little bit more in this. I didn't really take note of all the USPs. I just saw Elise with the Deagle running down middle. I was excited. Probably just a done deal on the back of this B play.
Not much you can do here if you're Liquid. Just sit back and accept your fate. Stewie doesn't want to. He's going through the smoke. Balls to the wall, but punish is in for OC. 4v3, and you've got nothing to save, so you may as well get exits here. Grim's grabbed a gun. And Fallen's looking for a Deeg. Oh dear. They don't know Fallen's here. Marky just checked this position. Lovely stuff. Any more? No. 14 to 12 here with an AK out of there alive. Naf, oh, yeah, bomb could blow it towards him.
Come on. Do the maths. Do the thing. Oh, it's right there.
He was trying to shoot it the other way so it would blow so they wouldn't be picking it up instead. I'd love to see a timeout here from Liquid. They have one left. Not looking like it's going to happen. But as I mentioned here, really strong buy here from Liquid. We're not seeing an AUG on Elish. That's the one thing he couldn't afford himself. It has been these later stages for Liquid. They have been struggling with adapting to the change of pace of their opponents.
Fallen's trying to get himself up on top of the half wall. He's landed the jump the second time around, and so he is there, good and ready to get the trade. Fallen still looking to keep his ownership on the banana. And right now it belongs to him. Extra salt. They leave this B side of the map. And a Wayward Fallen starts to make his push happen through Banana. At this point, Liquid know this is looking like an A play. Fallen could even backstab if he hits the right timing, but he doesn't want to go too soon and risk opening up a path into the B site. So he will wait until contact is made up in A, and Elige holds his ground. Very important that Elige is able to stay alive and buy Fallen a little bit of time. Good position, but lacking the manpower. Fallen has got to do it all. Armed with only a USP and this orb. The scope on up, he's got to give away his position, so everything's got to be very, very quick here from Fallen. Here's the swing. There's the connection. There's the killing blow. Just one man left to deal with. It's OC down in the pit. Orb on orb action, baby. It doesn't get hotter than this. And Fallen, with no idea, has got his back turned. OC cements the kill, cements the round, and puts Extra Salt one away from taking this victory over Team Liquid.
Yeah, really nice trigger discipline there for OC. Like, he realized Fallen had no idea where he was with that molly as well. It gives it away, and OC has a few wiggles there from Fallen where he can easily take shots, but if he misses, he's risking the round. He knows just patience is key. All he needs is one bullet. And that will put Extra Salt right there at 15. Liquid may have had that second coming in the second half, winning a bunch of rounds in a row, but much as how the first half ended, it's Extra Salt just never giving up, never surrendering. 15 now, 4 in a row, looking to close.
And it's a very little broken mismatch buy. It's a little bit gross for Liquid, right? You've got a Mag 7, SMGs, Famous. The only guy with a real gun is Stewie 2K and Nafly. But I do like the way they're going about this. Like, if you want to go against the grain, if you want to make this comeback happen, it all starts with winning on the back of a gross little investment. And so you've got to take risks. The risk they've taken here is pushing Nafly down towards the bottom of Banana, getting all this information ahead of time. This is allowing a 4-man stack for Team Liquid in the A-bomb site, but now they need results. They've pushed through the apartments. Stewie hits this timing long side, but the A site is already in the hands of Extra Salt. He's set them up for a 3-on-3, and with Fallen's wrap, this could... Oh, they've seen him. He's given it up. They know about him now. Naf running in. Naf, Keith, get away from them. The Max 7 has lit them up. Nafly just runs at them. It's as simple as that, apparently.
Wow. Yeah, Fallen, he's a little more timid after he misses his shot. But
Fallen's like wiggling, jiggling, playing it safe. Crazy Keith just runs up the short side, Mag 7 out, and continues from there. Look at this. OC goes the way of Old Yeller, just taken out back. And, well, we all know how that one ended.
And look at that. No money on Extra Salt, forced on this half buy. Sure, plenty of utility. Still winnable, but might be seeing all 30 rounds at least here on Inferno. I say that, they might be going back to their trusty A hits. Normally they focus on apps, but because they've been doing that so much, Liquid's starting to be aware of it a little bit more. So going towards lane instead, and here we go, Nate's coming in.
Oh dear, we've seen these pistols get out of control before. Grim is doing everything in his power to stop that, and again lives in the pit, even with the T's on the site. More pressure for Extra Salt. Maybe they should plant while they still have the chance. Grim, he's not going anywhere right now. They've got no nades to flush him out, and no gunfights given over. Liquid given all the time in the world to set up. Now the plant Fallen through the smoke, perhaps not going to connect. Oh, he does! No scope. Bye-bye, OC. This round's done. JT knows it, and it's all about slipping it through the net. Liquid, 14 rounds. The 4-buy, all the money in the world now for Extra Salt in round 30. But that means nothing.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Oh my. Can't believe it comes down to this. It's been scrappy for the later stages. Liquid not having the best of money, but they hang on to this. With what could be potentially last round of this series. And if it's not, we'll get us to overtime. neither one of these teams have had a lot of success over in Banana. Even for Extra Salt, the way that they've been starting this whole process of making this competitive has come in the hands of these A plays. And here we go. It's going to be an Extra Salt win, or are we going to see an overtime here for Liquid? 3 members starting over at that B-bomb site.
This is on a knife's edge right now.
Yeah, truthfully, I would love to see Extra Salt go back into one of these A plays, but leaving a player at Banana, right? Every single time Extra Salt have tried to hit A, the kind of game plan has been known about by Liquid, usually for a solid like 30 seconds as the push is coming in, and that's because every single time it's happened, Liquid have pushed down Banana and been very proactive at getting this information. So, with more focus towards Banana this time around, we are going to get a bit more of a lengthy round, a bit more of a brawl. Nav boosted up in the back of the site. This position, I feel like it either makes or breaks a B site hold, right? You're either going to see Naf go absolutely nuclear from this position, or just die without getting anything done. There's no in between. Well,
there actually is a secret option C.
Secret option C. They go A.
Yeah, and that's what you wanted.
This is what I wanted.
No Banana control.
I'm getting what I want.
But Liquid are anchored inside of B, so they're not going to know about this. And you know, Fallen's given up on long as well. Will he get smoked off? 30 seconds. Double app setup. One player dropping into the pit. Grim waiting above. Fallen smoked off. He's called it. He's told his team to watch out for that round. It dropped on from above. Falling through the sky is Fang. And a Grim holding strong with one. Marky trades. Fallen through the smoke. He doesn't want to let this site go down without a kill. And now with the advantage, Liquid can settle back and wait for the retake.
Yeah, these rotations up through a minute, not as fast as normal. And Fallen dead on the long side. It's Stewie and Naf left up against the 2 for Extra Salt. Marky in the site. Around OC, still tucked in. Marky waiting, they're already up and past him. He's dead to Stewie. OC's gonna do it, and do it he shall. Takes them both down and locks in the victory for Extra Salt. 2-1 over Team Liquid. And when the Liquid's evaporated, only Salt remains. My oh my, they lock in this series. Join us after the break. I'm throwing to it right away.
Well, welcome back to CS Summit 8, and it's sort of happened again, hasn't it, guys? We've talked, I mean, not just Harry disappearing, I mean, obviously Team Liquid losing on Inferno, and, you know, it was a close series. Extra Salt are a very good team, but as I set up before we went into this map, I think Team Liquid are going to be disappointed with the attritional nature, especially because, once again, they got off to a good start.
Yeah, I feel like for this one as well, I mean, same as every other game, right? You feel like you could win it. Liquid definitely shows up a little bit more here compared to what we saw from Bad News Bears on Inferno. Makes it close to 30, but overall, I think the entire series, I think it just really comes to show how good Extra Salt has been looking and how good they actually have become. Spending some time in Europe, we see them here now a 7-map or game win streak. Take this group as well, not a problem at all, beating both Extreme and Liquid. 2 great teams to beat on top of that. But yeah, I think on this, you know, for the last map here, some highlights. Obviously, Stewie has a bit of a quiet performance. So does Grim. Grim, obviously, for Vertigo had a great series there. But as for Extra Salt, Fangs as well, we talk about this guy a lot. You know, just continue to impress me, this guy, all around.
This is the series for me, actually, because, you know, look, I can tell Fang's a great prospect, but this is actually the series now where you look at the names, the caliber of the opponents. He's out-aiming, out-braining. Yeah, this is the one for me that cements Fang's the real deal. I mean, if it was ever in doubt, it definitely isn't now.
Yeah, huge performance, especially over those last couple of maps. And like, it's crazy the world we're in right now. Remember now, the two teams that came through 2-0 in that phase 2 are the teams to go 2-0 in the group stage against the big boys, right? That's the reference we keep using. But Pain Gaming and Extra Salt both, storming through this stage. So really exciting future for these guys. I can't wait to get to talk to them as well, because they got to be pretty pumped after that one. They just keep adding more and more sculpts to their cupboard. I don't know why they're collecting skulls, but they are.
Yeah, man. No, I think this was a 6 series. I was here, by the way, the whole time. I had the headphones on.
You're always here.
I was in the Summit kitchen and I was cooking us up dinner.
Well, I was gonna say, Harry, I
nice.
thought because JT tweeted at you asking if you want to be the 6th member, right? So weren't you over there celebrating with the boys?
Oh, yeah, that as well, right? Like, I'm making us a whole feast, man. You should see it. We've got some traditional South African cuisine. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure they have some. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I love Extra Salt, man. I really, really like this team. I'm glad they win this series over Liquid. I think it leaves them in a really, really good spot, man. There's a reason why all of NA are kind of rallying behind Extra Salt, and it's because these guys are the real deal. They keep proving that to us, and I think they're well on their way to earning a top spot in North America.
Yeah, and now we got to think about Liquid, right? They obviously go down to the 3rd match to face the winner of Extreme and Bad News Bears. So in there's a chance for them to replay the Bears. And that was a game they only just squeaked past the keeper. So definitely a scary one there. And Extreme, who like their result against Extra Salt looks a bit more impressive now, considering Extra Salt just dominated Liquid. I say dominated 16-14 map 3, but with Extremum getting close maps against Extra Salt, that's an interesting team as well to keep an eye on.
And yes, check out Biltong if you like South African food, Harry. It's delicious. Right. So definitely like it, brew. And now we're going to be joined by Sonic, who's going to be in celebratory mood. How are you doing? It's good to have you on the broadcast. What can I say? Extra Salt, keep defying expectations, keep beating all the opponents in front of them. You had a lot of doubt, as I think every day they're evaporating, they're diminishing. How are you all feeling about that?
I'm great, man. But firstly, Biltong's not good. It's amazing. It's probably the best thing I think you'll ever.
There you go. Got to clear it up. Got to clear that up.
A-class South cuisine. Sorry, yeah.
Well, get in the kitchen, Harry. Sonic, your teammates haven't been as cocky as maybe we want them to be over some of these wins, but now you've taken down Liquid. I'd love to hear it from you. Do you think you guys are the best team in North America right now?
Right now, yeah, I'd say in terms of just being fully structured, team-wise strategy, and I think synergy, I'd say we're probably on top right now. Obviously, I think some of those other teams have probably reached higher levels. Obviously, like Liquid and EG, they've been #1 in the world. Liquid's won the Grand Slam. They're fantastic teams, and I think they just need to find their footing again. So yeah. But right now, I think we're strong, and our team believes it too. And we'll keep winning the games we need to win in order to prove it.
Respect.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Harry?
Sorry. Man. I can. I was, Robin normally likes to get the next one. I was just leaving the floor open. But it's not great to have you on, Sonic. There aren't many gingers in esports, so it's good to have another brother in that sense. One thing I really want to know is that, we've seen some of these teams come through from the phase that you guys started in that have looked really impressive. Pain occupying a slot along with you guys now. Who would be, out of all the guys from phase 2 that made it forward, who do you think can do the most damage based on what you've seen?
I've always rated Pain Gaming. I think they're an excellent Brazilian team. We often scrim them a lot, and they bring a lot of new things to CS that I haven't seen even in Europe and things. So they impressed me in that regard. But I think another team that didn't quite make it, unfortunately, was Bad News Bears, and I think that'll be a very interesting matchup. I think they're looking to get revenge, and I think they quite played to their expectations in that match. So yeah, that's a very interesting game coming forward, but definitely Pain to look forward to. I think they have the same vision and mindset and heart that we have.
Yeah,
Robin?
just to ask, I had a question as well, similar one, Sonic. You spent a lot of time in Europe for the time being. How well would you say, because obviously now you're back in North America practicing against the North American squads, we've talked about that a lot in this region, even for you guys coming from phase 2, beating the likes of the Liquids. Sure, you guys haven't played EG yet, but I feel like North America, despite the fact being in poor state, how has practice been like, when you guys got over? Has it slowly been improving, do you feel like?
Yeah, definitely. I think, I made a tweet, funny enough, I think last year, where I said that NACS sort of burnt away like a dry field of grass and it would kind of grow back. And that's kind of what's happening. I see a lot of these new teams that have just sort of sprung up and formed that are just pretty much blowing my mind. They bring a lot of new things to the table. I think they're impressing a lot of people. The only thing Europe has over NA, I think, is the large pool of teams, but I think in North America, the few teams that there are at the top, are top teams in my opinion. They have what it takes to compete against any of the teams in the world. We went over, we did well, and for the start, and then I'm sure those teams can also replicate it. And if EG and Liquid go back to where they once came, then NAC is back on top.
Well, look, last question before I let you get off. The series was kind of punctuated with Fang, who's a new up and coming player, kind of having an incredible performance across all of the maps. I think he's got better with every series. That was something else. I just thought maybe you could tell us a little bit about him and his development and kind of how impressive he's been overall as an addition to the team.
Yeah, the kid's great. I think when he first came on the team, it was just pure, raw talent, and he had a lot of learning to do in terms of really sort of teamy Counter-Strike at this level. And, I think the kid's just come in every day just wanting to learn. He's always bringing stuff. He's got the right mindset, the right attitude. He's always willing to learn. I think that's a big thing, especially attitude is the number one factor in a team. And, yeah, I mean, he just wants to get better every single day, and as you can see, he's just been skyrocketing. He's had banger games, he's dismantled some really good teams. I just think it's still even a matter of time before he's truly reached his potential as a player.
Well, look, it was great to catch up with you. You've got a few days rest now, I think, while all the other people are kind of deciding which way this is going to go. You've definitely earned it. Enjoy it, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again at a later date.
Appreciate it, Richard. Thank you.
No worries. Take care, brother. There you have it. Calm, cool, collected.
Yeah.
I even nailed it on the build. It is delicious. I used to work with some South African guys in Middlesbrough. They used to bring it in. It was delicious. He's not wrong. Anyway, that's Group A, and you can see this is what we saw earlier. Pain. They are there in the playoffs with the number 1 seed in that upper bracket. They get to chill for a little bit and watch the games. And you can see down there, Evil Geniuses versus Furia to not finish last here at a regional major ranking event. Pretty mental, pretty crazy. And then the winner of that goes on to play Oplano. So it's absolutely wild in Group A. Group B, still pretty wild, actually, when you think about it. Confirmation Extra Salt have got that number 1 seed for the upper bracket. Extremum versus Bad News Bears. PTR's boys are going to be looking to upset the apple cart down there. Whoever wins, well, they've got to play Team Liquid. And it's all been crazy, hasn't it, over in Group B?
Yeah, so man.
And that's going to set us up for tomorrow. EG versus Furia. Extremum versus Bad News Bears. Jump in, Harry.
Yeah, man, I can't believe how these groups have shaped up. I think that really, really shows just how, so many of these teams are trying to seize the moment to become the talking point in NA. Extra Salt is less surprising, I think, than the other side of the group, right, which is where Pain have come out first. I'm hoping they're building a nice, dedicated fan base here because they have been impressive. I share Sonic's sentiments in that they do look like a really driven bunch. They've done really well. Both those squads headed through already. And now look at the teams that we have left. It's mind-blowing to me that out of EG or Furia, one of those squads isn't even going to be in the running to continue. It is mind-blowing how this is shaped up, Richard.
Absolutely. And just before we wrap up, one last chance to remind you guys to go and check out the BTS giveaway, which you can enter. Just follow that link up there. You notice I stopped reading it now. It was getting a bit silly, wasn't it? I was like, bts.gg/ yeah, it's ridiculous. Like a boomer. trying to figure out what an icon is on a desktop. Anyway, yes, you can go there and you have a chance to win some cool BTS CSGO merch and a StatTrak AK-47 skin from our sponsor Vibet. And that'll be open right the way through to May 30th. 1 minute before midnight Pacific, it'll shut down. So make sure you get yourself in there. And with Harry astutely wrapping up all of the incredible feelings, if you're an Extra Salt fan, I'll jump in and I'll get Hugo and Robin's final thoughts, and then we will go and sleep and then repeat and sleep and repeat and sleep and repeat in an endless cycle of Counter-Strike.
I've been doing that for 5 years, Rich. I wouldn't want to do anything else. Yeah. Final thoughts tomorrow. Elimination on the line, guys. Keep your eyes on that, right? 3 out of 4 of each teams, 3 out of 4 teams from each group, rather, are making it through to the playoffs, right? That's 6 out of 8 overall. So only 1 team going home for each group is a bit of a sigh of relief, but not when you consider the teams that we have down there, right? EG and Furia. To say goodbye to one of them tomorrow is going to be heartbreaking, but it's the world we live in. So best of luck to them.
Yep,
yeah,
Robin.
I mean, fantastic day today here as well. Just because of how wonky these groups have been. To you guys' point, just to round it out, like how excited we should be for the future days here at the CS Summit. Yeah, yes, tomorrow we have EG versus Fury. That's going to be a banger of a game. Whoever wins that, right? You got to remember, whoever wins that series will end up playing Extra Salt in their side of the bracket. Same could be said for Liquid if they end up winning. Tomorrow, right? They would end up being on Pain's side of the bracket, another team that has played remarkably well at the event. But yeah, overall, I think fantastic day here at the summit. Look forward to continuing on that tomorrow and seeing who else we get to. Unfortunately, we get to say goodbye to.
Yeah, and with the goodbye, as in we won't see them anymore, they will at least secure, I think it's 950 regional major ranking points. Sounds like a lot. Remember, whoever wins this is getting 1,600, so it is a pretty big drop-off, but they will get something for their time, but they would obviously love to get so much more. Well, look, guys, as always, it's been a pleasure and a privilege working with you today. We've seen some amazing Counter-Strike as well, and I know we're going to see some tomorrow. So I certainly hope all of you at home will join us. We're going to be live at 2:30 Pacific. We'll see you then.